Hello and welcome to my brand new franchise, which I will be playing until NBA 2K16 starts and comes out in a couple weeks. Currently, this is just a franchise that will be holding me over, more or less a practice for myself. I'm going to be playing a good amount of games with the Toronto Raptors. Stay tuned if you like the Toronto Raptors, if you like NBA 2K15 / coming out NBA 2K16, please go ahead and subscribe, all that good stuff. You already know how this YouTube thing works. I will be using custom rosters because I will be using the NBA 2K16 rosters. I will be doing franchise, and I will be playing as the Toronto Raptors. A very, 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 very strong team in my opinion. They lost Lou Williams, but aside from that, they gained DeMar Carroll. And I think they're going to be looking good next year. I really do. So I'm excited to see what's up. When it comes to 2K16, I'm going to probably pick a different team. But right now, I'm feeling the Raptors, so let's continue with the Raptors. All this stays on right now. I will be using custom rosters. It is a franchise mode just in case. So far, I will be only using 8-minute quarters, which is actually a long time. But I might raise that up to 9-minute quarters. Injuries will remain on. Use roster injuries off, progressive fatigue, and team chemistry, which are both very annoying, by the way. Very annoying factors in 2K. But aside from that, I think that they're essential in terms of simulation. Now, here's the big thing, right? Hall of Fame mode in 2K has always been very, very, for lack of a better term, wonky. So I'll be playing perfect defense against like a 70 overall player, and they'll dunk on my face. On my previous channel, S-Man54, for any of you who still remember me, I had 20,000 subscribers. My channel was went through unfortunate circumstances, and now I'm no longer here, so I'm starting this new one. But I used to do a lot of Hall of Fame stuff, and I feel like it's very cheesy. I feel like you don't win the games that you deserve to win. And Superstar is very, very challenging while at the same time remaining fair. So far, since it's just a practice mode, I'm doing Superstar. In 2K16, I might transition to Hall of Fame. And I will be doing normalized normalized play to sim minutes, which is very important. As you can tell here, I'm going to do NBA 2K16 rosters, which I already downloaded previously. And we will be starting, and I'm going to go ahead and pick, as I mentioned before, the Toronto Raptors. I think that they are a middle-of-the-run team. They have 3 superstars on their team with an 88 overall ranking, as you can tell over here. 12th overall power rank. I think. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have to work with. I'm going to go ahead and set my minutes. As you can tell, my 3 superstars. Kyle Lowry, a facilitator and a very good player to have on your team. Only 6 feet tall. Reminds me, like, I feel like Kyle Lowry is a poor man's version of Chris Paul. That's probably the best way to sum up Kyle Lowry. DeMar DeRozan, love him. Went to USC. I went to USC. Yes, I did. And as you can tell, I'm a very big supporter of those players. Taj Gibson, Nick Young, DeMar DeRozan. So I'm a fan. DeMar Carroll straight off the Hawks. Great player. I think he'll make a big difference in the Hawks roster because they needed a 3. They had James Johnson, but they really needed a solidified 3. So Patrick Patterson, a shooter / power forward. Jonas Valanciunas, a very, very good center. That's going to be my starting 5. I'm going to go ahead and set up the minutes over here. I don't think Corey Joseph deserves 20 minutes. I'm going to regulate the norm to be 15 minutes for all my bench players, although James Johnson is my best bench player, so I might give him more minutes. Luis Scola will go down 15, and they will all go down 15. And now we're going to look at the rookies on our team. And DeLon Wright, Norman Powell. Let's go ahead and see what we can do over here. So I want to give. Actually, I think this is pretty good. Maybe take out a couple minutes for Patrick Patterson, and then allocate those minutes amongst my 2 bigger stars. And Valanciunas will not get 33 minutes because he is a center, and he probably needs more time to rest. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take out, and I'm going to do that. That looks good to me. Maybe give DeMar DeRozan one more minute because he is probably my prototypical star player who I will be using the most. What else do we got over here? All of this seems good. First scoring option, as I mentioned before, DeMar DeRozan. Second will be Kyle Lowry. Third will be Mr. Valanciunas. My normal offense, generally I like to get shooters open at an average tempo. That way I'm not doing, well, yeah, average tempo is good. And I like to crash and get some others back, but limit transition. Alright, so so I'm going to do crash and get others back. Limit perimeter shots is my favorite thing to use. Play physical defense. You'd think a lot of fouls would come of this, but surprisingly not. So I'm going to keep it as is. And I'm going to run in transition. I expect to definitely make use of the athleticism on the Toronto Raptors and get a lot of fast break points. And that's that. Let's see what else we got over here. Are there any free agents I want to pick up? I do need a backup center. J.R. Smith is still available. Carlos Boozer, Larry Sanders, Ray Allen, Andre Bloch. I'm trying to see who my is. Because I have... Who is my backup shooting guard? Okay, so it's Terrence Ross and James Johnson. That's not bad. I don't really need J.R. Smith. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up... I think Larry Sanders is a good player. My roster is full. Alright. So I'm going to have to get rid of someone if I want to pick up Larry Sanders. I mean, I could put Nogueira at the backup 5. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take out DeLon Wright, and I'm going to give Nogueira 6 minutes, and Bismack Biyombo I'm gonna take down to 13. I'm gonna give these two guys split minutes. Maybe do that. I don't think they both need that many minutes. Okay, so now I have an excess of 5 minutes. What do I do? Maybe give Kyle Lowry some more minutes. Patrick Patterson, Valanciunas. Let's see. James Johnson, he needs more minutes. That's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and that works. Perfect. All right. Now let's see if there's anything else that I need to accomplish. I don't necessarily want to start, because I was thinking about getting a free agent for my backup center, but as you can tell, I have a backup center. I have 2 of them now, so I think that we're good in that aspect. And my first game will be against the 93 overall rated Atlanta Hawks. Yep, here we go. Alright, so this will be my first game. Stay tuned. I will be posting this up shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed this setup video, and stay tuned for my next video, which will be against the Atlanta Hawks. Thanks.